Hello and welcome to another step-by-step how to tie tutorial video. This is the Viva. This is the letter V of my A to Z fly tying series. This is out of my Norwegian fly tying book I'm working out of. It's been a lot of fun. Be sure to check out that A to Z fly tying playlist to catch all the action. This is tied on a size 10. This is a Mustad 9671. I am using a black tying thread. Tail material consists of a Chartreuse poly yarn. The body is black chenille with a ribbing of silver tinsel. The wing and the throat are both black Hackle. So let's go ahead and remove our sample, and we can secure our blank hook in our vise. And like all good flies, this will begin but with a single wrap of thread. We'll start that right behind the eye of the hook. Take it back a little bit. Trim off our tag end, and now we're going to tie in our poly yarn, and I want to give this a uniform size of the body. So I'm going to tie it in up front, and I'm just going to take the thread wraps all the way to the bend, from the front to rear. Keeping the material on the top side, we'll take this right to the bend. A couple extra locking wraps. And we're just going to trim this to length, about 1 hook's length. We can trim off the excess on the front here. Next, we're going to tie in our silver tinsel. For that, I'm going to bring my thread forward a couple of wraps, take a bite on it on the side, and take my thread wraps to the rear once again. Excellent. I went ahead and stripped off a little bit of the fuzz of the chenille, about an 1/8 inch, exposing the inner cord. We'll take our locking wraps right on that. And we'll take our thread forward to behind the eye of the hook. We'll take this opportunity to really bind everything down. Excellent. We'll palm around the chenille with touching wraps. Each wrap will touch the one that was previously laid. Nice and tight against the shank of the hook. You don't want this loose. Excellent. Once I'm to my thread, I'm going to stop there, secure my material, and we'll trim off the excess chenille. And let's go ahead and give that a couple more turns just to make sure that's locked down. Alright, counter wraps with our silver tinsel. We'll do a nice open spiral, giving this a nice even ribbing. And when we get to the front, we'll secure this down with some nice tight locking wraps. Go ahead and trim off our excess. And we'll take a couple extra wraps, securing that down. Alright, now we'll take our two hackle feathers. We're going to line up the tips back to back, opposing sides, and they will curve a little bit. We're going for close. Alright, that's going to be our close to our length there. So the rest of this hackle feather, we can just go ahead and trim that away. I'm going to line up the wing with the end of the tail. Couple locking ramps. Trim off the waist. Now we're going to put in our throat. And for that I'm going to take the remainder of my hackle feather, trim off the down. Line up my tips. And just take a small little clump. Looks like a good length right underneath, about just to the tip of the hook. One loose wrap, second one to kind of get it in position. And we can secure that down and we'll trim off our excess. And what's left is to build the head. Locking all this material down, all this extra hackle. We can go ahead and finish this with the old 1, 2, 3 whip finish. 1, 2, 3. And trim off our tying thread. Next we're going to add a little bit of Loon Outdoors. This is Hardhead Black. And to do that, we're just going to take our bodkin and take a little droplet. And just touch it to the head in a couple places. Get it to flow around. There we have it. Always close your head cement jars right away, that way you don't accidentally knock them over and spill. So there you have it, folks. V is for Viva. Thank you for watching. Happy tying, and with this one, tight lines.